What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lemon Football, and today's video I'm going to be covering the big debate between an Eyeblack stick and the Eyeblack sticker. Now, I've broken this debate down into 7 categories as I take you through the game process, all the way from the start of the sale to after the game when you have to do your cleanup. Now, both products I feature, or at least talk about in these videos, they're both available at Sports Unlimited. Sports Unlimited also sells the Sports Star product, so you can go there as well. So the first category I'm going to look at is when you're looking at buying your set online, in-store, whatever. So both of them retail for $5.99, $6 in that area, so no one wins that category right now. So it's a tie. Now next is going to be the amount of uses you'll get out of one purchase. So when you're looking at the stickers at the $6 mark, you get 18 uses for a set of stickers. But with the stick, I think if you're just doing the 2 lines, I think you could get a lot more than 18 uses out of that stick. So 1 point for the stick. Next we have design. So when you're looking at the sticker, you're getting one design and you have 18 uses of that design. So if you get sick of it or something, you can't really go back on that. However, with the stick, every single time you can do a different design however you want. You can do across the nose, you can just do 2 stripes, you can go down, it can be thicker. You know, even if you like the style of where they do have the ones that go down like this, on the stickers, you might feel it's a little too thin when you try it on. So the stick wins that category, as you can do whatever design you want and you're not limited to the one package that you buy. 2-0. Alright, next is right before the game when you're applying the Eyeblack. So with the stick, you will need a mirror probably, as in, you know, you could just do 2 lines here and be done with it, but if you want to do any more complex designs, you would definitely need a mirror. So for a simple design, you wouldn't need a mirror. Anything more complex, you probably would need a mirror. However, it's basically the same thing with the stickers as with the simple ones like this. You wouldn't need a mirror, but when you're applying one of the bigger ones that come down, you probably would need a mirror, so no one wins that category. Still 2-0. Alright, next is during the game, how durable is it going to be? So with the stickers, if you guys watched my video when I tested them, that would be this Monday's video. There is no runoff of any of the material. It's also a really good adhesive, so it's not going to come off for any reason. Super durable. With the stick though, if you have any water on your face, it'll start to run. Any sweat, it starts to run. So for that reason, the sticker is way more durable. 2-1. Now after the game, taking them off. So with the sticker, all you have to do is just peel them off and you're done with it. With the stick, there's a lot because of the grease in that kind of helps it stay. It also makes it really tough to take off. Little pro tip for you though, if you're having trouble taking off the stick stuff that you put on, use makeup remover. Go to your mom, ask for some makeup remover. It's the best stuff to get it off because it has that grease in it like some makeups do. So that's your best bet to get it off quick. However, it is still a really big pain to take off. So for that, I'm giving this one to these stickers. 2-2. Now the final category to look at is storing it. Now I'm going to look at this as basically taking it after a game. If you're like me after a game, I kind of just throw everything in a bag. I really don't worry about the organization like I had before the game, because before the game I like to get my head in it. I like to be organized so nothing goes wrong. After the game, I kind of just throw it all in, don't worry about it, and I'll figure it out later. So with a pack, let me grab these. When you're looking at a pack like this, with the size of this pack, it's a lot harder to lose something of this size. However, when you have one of the small Eyeblack sticks that you throw in, I don't know how many of those I've lost over the years. Probably 6, 7, in that range. So I think just based on the size of the packaging, that it is much easier to find and store if you're unorganized, the Eyeblack stickers. Now, of course, that one could go either way. So even though I am going to call it a 3-2 victory for the stickers as far as being more durable, easier to clean up after, the stick is way more personalized. So with this, you can kind of pick which one you feel is better for you. Of course, I will link to both those down in the description. The one thing I will have for you guys though, is if you're going to buy a stick, be very careful. Buy the smaller black sticks. Some of them have a clear cap, something like that. One time, I bought a thicker stick. It was a white tube It was a lot thicker of a thing. I thought I'd get that because it'll be a lot easier to apply when it's thicker if I'm doing thicker anyways, and it's such a bigger stick, it'll last longer. It smelled awful for some reason. I don't know why, but something in it smelled like phosphorus. It really smelled awful. So that's one thing I'd look out for in buying it, is if you can, maybe try and smell it first, just to make sure it's not one of those where it smells really, really bad. All right, there you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed that video today. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you really liked it, don't forget to share it. And if you're new here, also don't forget to subscribe, as I put out 3 videos every single week. Now, actually, as I'm filming this, I actually just put out a brand new article at linemanfootball.com on Ezekiel Elliott. So go check that out. Go check out my store there. Also, I know they're not ready by the time this video comes out, but within 2 to 3 weeks, we will have these ready for people to purchase. So if you're watching this after the fact, this will be the 3rd link in the description behind the links for the Eyeblack. All right, thanks guys.